Good morning. What is up, Bitraders? Once again, I'm Coach Arthur of Bitrade Learning Hub, here to give you the cryptocurrency market update of today's market. Okay, so as of now, we are actually in a bullish market, in a bullish rally. But as you can see at the moment, USDT is trying to rise in volume. As we can see here in Crypto Bubble, as you can see, the USDT or the stable coin, the famous stable coin, the Tether, is actually accumulating more and more demands or buyers. So what could this mean in terms of the cryptocurrency market? Actually, the problem here is that even though we are in a bullish run or a bullish rally, I can see actually people are trying to convert or take profit from their positions because as of right now, the Tether is actually accumulating volume. So what happens if Tether is actually accumulating volume? The tendency here is more and more traders are trying to convert their Bitcoin into Tether. Wherein in these cases, more and more people are actually expecting Bitcoin to fall down to its knees. Okay, so what's the possible problem if ever that people are actually converting into a stable coin? So the problem here is that more and more people is actually pessimistic of the market, wherein they are trying to convert their Bitcoin into stable coin because there is the chances that Bitcoin might be actually going down. So what could happen to Bitcoin? That's the main question. Okay, so if I were you, try to stay tuned to this video so that we can explain to you what can happen to Bitcoin. Okay, but of course, before we start the session, is we want to look first on the coin market capitalization, wherein we're still at $1 trillion, but our BTC dominance is actually decreasing. Wherein yesterday we are at around 42.5%, but now we are at around 42.3%. So what are the possibilities that can happen if ever BTC dominance would actually fall down? So if BTC dominance will actually fall down, we can expect that there is a possible decrease in the price of Bitcoin, but it is actually a good news for altcoins to actually moon. Okay? Because if BTC dominance will actually continually fall, more and more people is actually investing in altcoins other than Bitcoin. What are these other altcoins? That actually depends on what the investors are actually thinking at the moment. Okay? But looking at the other fundamentals of the cryptocurrency space, yesterday we are in the grid index. Okay? But now we are actually on the neutral zone. This may actually maybe the reason why people are actually accumulating USDT rather than Bitcoin, because as you can see, more and more people is being neutral with the cryptocurrency market, right? Because as you can see in the crypto grid index is that we are at neutral. Yesterday we are in the grid index wherein more and more people are optimistic of the market that the market will actually go on a rally. But like I said, we are in the neutral zone. So there's a possibility that more and more people is actually converting their money into a fiat money. Okay, but looking at the funding rate at the moment, we are still actually normal. Okay, we are still looking at 0.01%, but of course there is a spread wherein other exchanges have different sentiments. Okay, because we should always remember that even though we have a $1 trillion market capitalization, that 1 trillion is distributed to different exchanges in the cryptocurrency space. So we can expect that there is a price difference between exchanges, what we call as spread. Okay, so this spread may determine the difference between Binance, OKX, DYDX, Bybit, BitGet, and CoinX. Okay, so there might be a possibility that more and more people in OKX, CoinX, are actually shorting Bitcoin at the moment. But looking at Binance, they are more actually in a balanced market at the same with Bybit, right? So it means that there's a possibility that more and more people are really neutral with the market, unlike yesterday, because yesterday we are actually in a grid index. Looking at the long versus short ratio, we went back to 1% ratio, wherein the possibility of here is that there is no aggressive buyers or there is no aggressive sellers inside the market. Because as you can see right now, the long versus short ratio is not that far away from each other. So it means that there's a possibility that, like I said, there's no aggressive sellers or buyers of the market. At the same time, of course, looking at the different fundamentals, the good thing here is that Bitcoin Lightning is actually enabling the Philippines to transfer money from the United States and vice versa. That's actually a good thing to our kababayans in the Philippines or here in the Philippines, wherein actually making remittance using Bitcoin is actually a good news because unlike from the traditional type of remittances, you actually need to pay higher fees. At the same time, you need identification, you need verification. Unlike Bitcoin Lightning or any remittances like XRP, Coti, Cardano, you can actually just transfer your money from the United States to the Philippines in just a matter of seconds by using cryptocurrencies. But Bitcoin Lightning is actually a medium of exchange wherein it enables people to actually buy buy goods or buy services by using cryptocurrencies. So actually, this is a good thing to our kababayans here in the Philippines that um, they are actually fixing the remittance center wherein they are actually enabling the transfer of cryptocurrency between the United States and the Filipinos directly to their bank account. Like it was explained here, it enables fast, secure, and low-cost money transfer between the Philippines and the United States. So that's actually a good thing, kababayans. Okay, so that's actually one of the important reasons why Bitcoin or cryptocurrency was established. One of it is to cut off the middlemans. Okay, so if you try to invest in cryptocurrency platforms or crypto MLMs that has networking on it, you have to check the usage of Bitcoin itself. Okay, because Bitcoin doesn't actually require middle intermediaries, so it means that there is a possibility that it is a scam. Okay? Remember, Bitcoin cryptocurrency space is not a networking space wherein they will try to invite you, you have to invite others to earn. Okay? Try to use different types of centralized exchanges like Binance, or if you're a newbie to the market, try CoinsPH. Gcash has also a exchange coming soon. Paymaya is already coming. It's actually establishing crypto you can already purchase. Union Bank, you can already purchase Bitcoin, right? So imagine investing in crypto MLMs wherein they provide you guaranteed profits, guaranteed interest, but at the end of the day, your money is actually getting, your interest is actually coming from other people from your downline. Okay, so try to search on Bitcoin Lightning because this is actually an important stage of the cryptocurrency market wherein more and more people are adopting to Bitcoin or cryptocurrency as a remittance type of medium of exchange. Okay. At the same time, Cardano actually established a stable coin named DJED. DJED is of course a developed layer one blockchain network between COTI and input output global IOG. Okay? So as we all know, Cardano is actually a potential coin or a potential crypto asset that may fly up soon. But but at the moment, it is actually one of the undervalued cryptocurrency or crypto asset there is. Okay? Because if you don't know Cardano, Cardano is actually one of the greenest cryptocurrency asset there is. Okay? Because it provides low energy efficient cost, where it is actually good for the for the Mother Earth, of course. So as you can see, Cardano is already establishing its stable coin, which can be a possible that Cardano will moon soon. Okay, so DJET is actually an asset-backed token, wherein asset-backed tokens are actually tokens that are backed up by any crypto asset, like for example Cardano. Stablecoins are also asset-backed tokens, like for example Tether is actually backed up by dollars. Okay, so DJET is actually backed up by Cardano itself. Okay, looking on the next news is of course going to the story of SBF. The U.S. judge rules that actually SBF should already be what do you call this house aren't what do you call this house arrest. Okay, so he is actually under a house arrest, wherein it has actually a credit which is amounting to $250 million in ban. At the same time, they are not disclosing the people who is actually part of this case, wherein it is still until the February 7th. But looking at SBF, actually SBF right now is, even though he is at house arrest, he has actually a electronic monitor, wherein he is not allowed to go out of his house, and anytime that he goes out of the house, of course, maybe the FBI or the agency handling him is actually going to arrest him again. Okay, but of course, looking at SBF, actually SBF or FTX exchange is actually one. Okay, so if you're looking at FTX to be a scam, actually um, the problem is how SBF actually control the FTX. That's why FTX actually got delisted from the exchanges that are available. Okay, at the same time, like I said, it is actually facing different charges like fraud and money laundering. Okay, as we all know, SBM actually started from arbitrage trading, wherein if you saw the story of Nas Daily and SBF, SBF is actually SBF actually saw an opportunity, wherein SBF actually saw that Tokyo Bitcoin is actually different. Tokyo Bitcoin price is actually different from the United States. So there's actually a price difference around, I think that is around $1,000. So he actually took advantage of it and make money out of it. Okay, so first of all, it's normal. Okay, cryptocurrency arbitrage is normal, but it is not allowed based on regulations. Okay, so don't do it. Okay. Anyways, on the other hand, another exchange actually tasked the Mastercard to introduce cryptocurrency in Brazil and Argentina. That is the number one exchange, which is Binance. This one, Binance. So if someone from Binance is actually watching, baka naman. But anyways, looking at this is one of the reasons why Binance stops the Brazil and Argentina with regards to Mastercard. Binance is actually a good exchange, wherein it is actually opening gateway or opening bridges to people towards cryptocurrency space. That's why Binance, one of the vision of Binance, or one of the missions of Binance, is to be regulated to every country in the world, because he wants to overrule, or he wants to really change the perspective of people with regards to Bitcoin. As we all know, cryptocurrency is an inevitable technology. It's already part of Web 3.0. Blockchain is already part of Web 3.0. It's just time that more and more people or more and more institutions will adapt to Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. So if I were you, if you are a newbie, or if you are still pessimistic of the market, you are still skeptic, try to search on Binance or try to search on Bitcoin itself. Do not invest on crypto MLMs such as networking. They are networking the coin. They are producing binary. They are producing packages for any Bitcoin. Actually, you can just buy one yourself from Binance, from OKX, from Bybit, from Bing Bong Exchange. You can actually get one from a centralized exchange, right? So try to look into those before investing in one crypto MLM. Okay, but anyways, according to JP Morgan, one of the biggest risks right now is that there might be a possibility that there is no recession at all. Okay, stating here is actually one of the reason why JP Morgan actually state this is because we should remember that fundamental analysis is not based on the news. Okay, fundamentals is actually based on the people, on their reaction, on how the people will react to a certain news or a certain fundamental. So what if there is no recession at all? Because according to these people or according to this group of communities, that Bitcoin or the economic market is actually on a bullish run or is in a rally or it is actually normal. So there's a possibility that what I've said before from the previous video, wherein the Federal Reserve interest rate hikes towards a 5.5% from the previous 5%, they may continue or remain the 5% interest rate. Because as we all know, the Fed is actually gradually increasing their interest hike with regards to bonds, with regards to loans or interest. So there's a possibility that there might be no recession at all. That's the biggest risk people now are looking at, because as we all know, the cryptocurrency space is actually increasing or it is actually mooning, right? So there's a possibility that yeah, JP Morgan is actually right. But like I said, cryptocurrency is full of surprises. So we'll just have to see. Okay. To all baby Doji holders, actually there's is actually a good news for you all. Actually, there was a successful burn wherein baby Doji actually burned a 33 trillion supply of their tokens out of their 420 trillion baby Dogecoin. So this is actually good news. Okay, token burn is not about just destroying the token. It is actually a method or a strategy by developers wherein they are actually protecting the value of the crypto asset. Okay, or they are actually protecting the remaining supply of the asset. So actually, this is a good news for the baby Dogecoin holders. At the same time, for Dogecoin holders, actually, if you're wondering why Doji is actually flying right now, wherein it is up to 0.96 right now, or the 0.096 cents. Actually, one of the reasons why is that Elon Musk is actually launching a SpaceX launch wherein he called it as Doji 1 mission. Okay, so this is actually a possible good fundamental or good confluence wherein for all Dogecoin holders, there is a possibility that Doji will moon up to March, especially if the launch is actually successful. Okay, so we like I always say to my student, we should always buy the rumors and sell the news. So what do I mean by that? So the expected launch of the Doji 1 mission is actually on March this year. Okay, so there's a possibility that Doji will actually moon during this month or on February. So if I were you, if Doji will moon soon and it is already by the end of the week of February, I would advise to take profit already. But remember, this is not financial advice. This is just a personal opinion from my own experience. Okay? So try to look onto the Doji 1 mission. At the same time, look onto the date wherein the Doji 1 mission can fly or will be launched. Okay? So try to look into those and maybe it will come pop to mind wherein you can create your own fundamental or create your own technical with regards to Doji. Okay? At the same time, looking on the good news, actually Instagram founders have announced their next venture, which is the artifact of artificial intelligence. So maybe there's a possible reason that Instagram will actually create their own coin. Okay, so if I were you, try to look up to this artificial intelligence by Instagram founders, and try to join their whitelist or waitlist, waitlist, and so that you can be updated with their next venture. Okay, looking at Bitcoin, I actually posted this in our in my actually personal Twitter account that I'm actually looking at Bitcoin to be really rallying. Okay, because as we can see, or as we all know, Bitcoin is actually on a parabolic move at the moment, and it is actually established its base 2, wherein it is actually being tested at around $24,000. So as you can see, there is a strong resistance or supply zone here at 24,000 level. But looking at the possibility of Bitcoin, it may reach actually $27,000, making its base 3 of its parabolic move. I've already established here, or already announced here, that there's a possibility that there stair-step theory might be in play, or the Dow theory might be in play. Okay, so on a short run, maybe this first and second quarter of this year, we are still bullish with Bitcoin. But like I said, there's a possibility that cryptocurrency is still full of surprises. Wherein, if ever JP Morgan's theory about having no recession at all can be actually rejected, and FOMC can actually increase the interest hike this coming February 2, then of course there's a possibility that Bitcoin might be rejected at this supply zone and might go directly towards its 20,000 level. Okay, but looking at my own technical analysis, I'm still bullish with Bitcoin. Okay, on the first and second quarter of the month, maybe the third quarter may be somehow a difficult market with us, because as we all know, August is actually a ghost month. But we should also remember that October is what we call as Aptober, wherein more and more. Actually, one of the reason why October is actually an October, one of my research is that every October is actually the ongoing elections of the United States. So there's a possibility that more and more people is actually using Bitcoin during the election. There is a possibility to that, right? So try to check on those. Try to check on those confluences or fundamentals wherein Bitcoin is actually affected by these economic changes, like of course the United States election, presidential election. Try to look into those, and maybe we have the same idea or the same technical analysis. Okay, but anyways, going to technical analysis is that like I said, Dogecoin is actually somehow bullish right now. On the daily time frame, it is actually forming a what we call as a cap and handle. It is a macro pattern, a macro bullish pattern wherein there's a possibility that Doji will reach up to the 17 cents. And if it actually break out of the 17 cents, there's a possibility that it may spike up to this level wherein 30 cents is available, or 34 cents. Okay, because as we all know, Doji has a fundamental wherein Doji is actually being used in the SpaceX launch on March. I think that's March 22, okay, of this year. Okay. Anyways, looking at DXY, as expected, it actually spiked up. That's why Bitcoin actually fall down to its level around 23,000. Wherein actually, if we're looking at the XY or the dollar index, it's actually following the pattern or the harmonic pattern, wherein there's a possibility that we are actually expecting that the dollar index will actually increase in price, especially if the FOMC will actually increase in interest, right? So if there will be an interest hike, there's a possibility that our dollar index will really reach this level at around 105 index. Okay, so there's a possibility. Okay? At the same time, Ethereum, I'm still bullish with Ethereum. There's still a possibility that Ethereum will actually break this supply zone or this strong resistance at around $1,700. And if it opens above $1,700 level, there's a possibility that Ethereum will still reach the $2,000. So why am I actually still telling Ethereum as a potential coin? As I said that these patterns like Adam and Eve, cap and handle, double bottom, rounded bottom, parabolic move, they're actually macro patterns. They don't play out overnight. They don't usually play out over weeks, over months, or over actually years. Okay? So these macro patterns will play out in a long period of time. So don't expect to be a millionaire tomorrow if you actually bought Ethereum right now. Okay? So try to check on those macro patterns before deciding to enter a cryptocurrency asset. Okay? Another coin that has a potential is actually ApeCoin. If you don't know ApeCoin is actually under the BASI or the Bored Ape Yacht Club. It's actually its use case. So Bored Ape Yacht Club is an exclusive NFT that has an exclusive community behind it that has actually a lot of projects this year. Okay, so BASI is actually under Yuga Labs. So under Yuga Labs, they have actually a lot of NFT projects this year. Like for example, they launched their first ever NFT game, which is the Dookie Dash, which is actually worth 4 Ethereum to play the game, wherein you have to buy a sewer pass to play the NFT game. So that's why I'm actually bullish with Ape at the moment. Okay, Ape can reach actually to $10 to $20 if ever the use case or the basic NFT game is actually successful. Okay, so try to look into these coins and tell me what you think of these coins by commenting down below. Okay, so once again, this is our current market update of the cryptocurrency space. I hope you enjoy and learn a lot of lessons with our market update. Once again, I'm Coach Arthur of Bitrade Learning Hub, here to say happy trading and see you again tomorrow.